We are the People's Channel.
Greetings, football from Yard Massive. The under-17 Reggae Youths continued their march towards the World Cup after a 2-2 draw with Costa Rica in the final group stage. Xavier Gooden's rocket in the first half opened the scoring, and Adrian Reed added to the tally in the second half with an excellent finish from a corner. With the result, Jamaica qualify for the knockout round, where they will face Guatemala in the round of 16. Coach Merrin Gordon rotated numerous players in the starting lineup. Joshua Grant got his first start in goal, while Xavier Gooden joined Ahir Dixon and Malik Robinson in the defence, replacing Adrian Reed Jr., who was sitting on a yellow card. Brandon Bent replaced the suspended Nashawn Bolt-Barrett on the left, and Malachi Molina retained his spot on the right. Ronaldo Barrett was rested, and Jason White joined Jordan Mangatal in the centre of the midfield. Dunstan Coyne was replaced by Ashton Gordon up front, joining Jamani Bell and Arian Watson. Jamaica once again had a spirited start to the match and was able to get on the score sheet from an exceptional free kick from Xavier Gooden. The youngsters created enough opportunities in the first half that they probably should have added another 2 goals to the scoreline. The boys added another quickly in the second half but couldn't hold onto the lead after Xavier Gooden was sent off for a second yellow card. Most of the players put in a good performance on the night. There were a few lapses, but overall the players can leave the game with their heads held high. Joshua Grant appeared comfortable for most of the game and displayed good technique. He probably could have done a bit better with his effort to save the first Costa Rican goal. Like Dwayne Lynch, he seems to be suffering from some sort of muscle injury in his leg. Captain Ahir Dixon was tidy, marshalling the defense and organizing things for most of the game. Dixon isn't the fastest and has a tendency of keeping the defensive line too deep at times. Xavier Gooden scored a superb goal and was his usual aggressive self. Unfortunately, the aggression led to a yellow card, which combined with a subsequent yellow for a handball, resulted in his dismissal. With the red card, he'll be unavailable for the game against Guatemala. Malik Robinson had some good stops at various points in the game. His opportunity for improvement remains the pace of decision making. Brandon Bent was quite capable on the left, playing solid defensively for most of the game. He could participate in the attack a bit more with improved timing on his runs going forward. Jamaica has been at its most dangerous during the tournament on the flanks, and Malachi Molina has been a big part of that, with his energy up and down the right flank. This game was no different. There is some room for improvement with his final delivery. Jason White occupied the middle of the park well, providing good protection for the defense and making simple passes. At this level, his movement could be a half-notch quicker. Jordan Mangatal had his best game of the group stage as he connected with teammates more often and wasn't chasing the game as much. In the second half, he started to get a little bit too aggressive on the defensive end and was given a rest by the coaching staff. Ashton Gordon looked dangerous with his pace and trickiness, but the final play was missing. At this level, the youngster will need to be a little quicker with his decision making. Jamani Bell caused problems throughout. The 15-year-old has proved a real handful for defenders in the tournament and has also put in his fair share of work on the defensive end. Arian Watson continues to run the channels well and be in the right place at the right time, including a shot against the post. He got a little reckless in the end as fatigue started to set in. Adrian Reed Jr. came on as a substitute and scored an excellent goal and defended well and avoided getting another yellow card, which would have led to his suspension. However, if the team is going to progress in the tournament, he needs to reduce the frequency of long passes played upfield to the opposition. Ronaldo Barrett had a couple dangerous moments and his talent is evident. Sometimes, however, he tries to do a bit too much, leading to turnovers and energy being needlessly expended. At times, he can also be pulled out of position defensively. Dylan John and Everell Swaby didn't have much time to make an impact on the game. There may be 1 or 2 areas of the field where the coaches will be in 2 minds about who to use in the starting lineup, but for the most part, the starting unit picks itself. Heading into the next round, there are a number of positives from this encounter. The defensive interchanging of players was more nuanced in the first half, and there were more attempts to combine as opposed to players always seeking the final play. The team was also able to rest a number of players and had the opportunity to identify players who could be effective subs at this level of play. The next game against host Guatemala will be a tough one, but the team has the raw materials required to win. The players need to be cognizant of the fact that for one reason or another, they are being judged more harshly than teams from certain regions within the Confederation. They need to modify their game accordingly and be on the conservative side when considering any action that could potentially result in a card. Hopefully, Coach Merrin Gordon and the staff will be discussing this matter with them. If he and his staff can formulate an effective game plan and the players are on top of their game, victory will be within their grasp and the World Cup will be 1 game closer. Respect as always. Linkage next time.